we have Jim Cox here this morning. Welcome, Jim.
Well, thank you, Susan. It's great to be here. Excited for the book. As you can see, I've displayed it immensely for today's session. So yeah, great to be here to chat.
Fantastic. And as you would have seen, the amazing cover, the title, obviously the cover's amazing, but what's inside is even more exciting. The cover and the title obviously is called Build, Excite, Ignite. And it's about how to beat burnout and build a six-figure business in 12 months. So this book is jam-packed with lots of information. Who doesn't want to live the most ultimate life where, we get to enjoy our beautiful surroundings of the Macedon Ranges and get to kind of have that work, life and play balance that most people just don't have today. They're stuck in the grind of life and they're hitting burnout more than ever before. So tell me, obviously the title speaks for itself, but Jim, tell me, who is this book for?
I think you've actually nailed it, Susan. It's for people that were where I was probably 5-6 years ago. Everybody, we all have that moment when we're working 9 to 5 that we have that dream of what would be different if I started my own business or lived that laptop lifestyle. But time and time again, where all of my clients always get stuck is taking that leap and fully committing to the journey to becoming their own boss. So this book is a combination of my story to inspire people to take the journey themselves, but also has some really practical, actionable exercises and tools that people can utilize to really start to create something that's going to give them the freedom and the flexibility that they want long term.
I absolutely love that. And what I think is really inspiring when you share your story in this book is that it gives hope to people that, maybe thinking, oh, but I'm not the entrepreneurial type, or I may not be someone, or they might have a drive to do it, but they don't know how. Because you started actually in the entertainment business. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, look, if I like to tell people that if I can do it, everybody can do it. I originally started, my dream was to be on stage. So was fairly good at school, but my entire life was about singing, dancing, and acting. And, even in uni, and then moving into working for Disney and Warner Brothers and traveling the world as a singer dancer. I think it was almost what ignited the spark in me to do my own business. When I decided to use the other side of the brain, got my MBA, started working in management and operations and marketing and all of that stuff. The suitcase lifestyle of being able to just pack up and go wherever I wanted. I didn't have that anymore. So the 9 to 5 didn't fit for me. Being told when I had to take my lunch break and apply for annual leave didn't work for me. I wanted to still have that. I loved business, obviously, with what I'm doing now. That's what I help people do, right? But I wanted the freedom and the flexibility to be able to nick off to Croatia whenever I wanted and still be able to work.
I think that, that inspires people from the sense that, gosh, that's not your typical. Some people sort of say, okay, well, maybe they grew up with parents that were in business, or maybe they knew people that were in business. And to come from such left field, it really opens people up to basically go, well, like you said, if you can do it, anyone can do it. But also, it doesn't need to be that you've started in this business world. Right. You may have been, like you said, the excitement of you traveling would have been hard to find that again in the corporate world, where you're not, I suppose, allowed that creativity. You've got to conform. You've got to make sure that you've checked with all the people above you. And I think that what you're saying and what might resonate with a lot of people who are creatives, business is just about being that that performer, or being that person that wants to get out there and help people, and being that person that can really engage people and inform them and support them. And sometimes we're crushed as creatives inside of a corporate world. And it's no, surprise that it sounds like it took you a while, though, to come to that, path that I think you share in the book, to go through all of that, to find that, well, where do I get my creative spark again? Where do I get to light up again? And I think that would resonate with a lot of listeners here, that, you took a while to do that. And I think what this book lends to is you're showing people how they can do it quicker.
Yes, look, I spent so long climbing the corporate ladder, and I'm sure people that are listening to this, some of you would definitely relate. It was all about earning the six figures and climbing to that operations role, or that head of department role, or that state manager role. And when I got there, I turned around and was like, what am I doing? Like, I had the money. That I thought money equaled freedom, but it didn't. My boss literally turned around to me one day and said, look, you can't take longer than a week off ever, because we need you too much in your position. So to be told that was sort of, I think, the catalyst. But the thing was, like I've said, like I used, like a lot of people do, really, really unresourceful ways to find freedom, partying on weekends, drugs, alcohol, you name it. Like it was me wiping myself out. And I'm almost grateful for that part of my life, because I think without hitting that rock bottom, I wouldn't be where I am today. But it was waking up and taking that step to go, you know what, I don't care what I do next. I'm not doing this anymore. And that was what set the trajectory. And incredibly grateful that a friend recommended I see a life coach, which helped me realize that this coaching world existed and what it was all about. And it was everything that I loved doing. So now to be able to support business owners to do the same thing and take that leap and pull them out of where they are now to get somewhere that just lights them up again is awesome.
Yeah. And you touched, on that, part of, going, through the journey. I think everything that we do leads us to where we are now. So I think what, you read in the story, and I know is true for many business owners, that when you find that passion that is more a positive passion, or more a positive dopamine hit, and you get all of those, feel good, serotonin, all those feel good things naturally from something that drives you. And I think what's really important as well as we as business owners, so whether you want to get out and start your own business, this book is going to be great for you. Whether you're already in business and you kind of want some mentoring and some help in being able to get some tools and ignite yourself again, because we can sometimes get a little bit complacent and a little bit stuck and get out of our creativity as business owners. So I love the build, excite, ignite, because even if you are in business, some of these tools, all of these tools will help you to reignite that passion again, and to not look for maybe some other things that aren't so great in our lives to try and give us that hit that we need as entrepreneurs or as business owners. So I think that this book lends well to people wanting to get into their business, people that are already in business that need some tools to reignite themselves, or some tools that can help them, create that little bit of balance and that little bit of why they got into business in the first place.
Yeah, correct. I think one of the goals from the get-go, even when we first started talking before I started writing the book, was that I wanted it to be really actionable and really tangible. And time again, I'm not just working with people that haven't taken that step into business and entrepreneurship yet, but we work with a ton of people that have startup businesses in Level Up, and the simplicity of process and just having the steps is what gives people the clarity and the momentum to move forward. And this is what we've really injected into the book. There's some tools in there that have completely transformed people's lives that we've worked with, because it gives them the clarity that they need to move forward. So really, really excited to get this out into the world.
Absolutely. And, it's exciting inside, the book is creative inside, which I love, because when you're reading books, sometimes, you need that little bit of, creativity. And, we've got the big corporate income equals freedom debunked, and there's some great tools, but not only is there an amazing read and tools inside the book and some worksheets and some actionable steps, but I believe you also give to anyone that purchases a book a bonus to actually go and get a section of your training. Like, that's amazing. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah. So the great thing about the Level Up program is it's for anyone that's looking to start up a service-based business or build a business. I mean, we've worked with, product-based businesses as well. But for me, I guess my mission, because of where I've come from, the mission for my business has been all about helping people create that freedom and flexibility faster so that together we can impact more people in the world. So I wanted to make sure that I gifted a really, really valuable training as part of the book to support people to take that step faster. Because I think, this is the big thing. And for anybody that's listening to this and you haven't taken that step yet, but you've got a business idea, if you're not willing to do it.
We lost a little bit of internet.
Oh, do we?
Sorry, that's okay. We lost a little bit of internet.
Okay, we're back.
But that's okay. Just repeat that again.
I was going to say that for the course, if anybody is stuck taking that next step, but they want to create that freedom and flexibility, if you're not willing to do it for yourself right now, think of the people that you can impact that are sitting in the sidelines waiting for you to start. That's what this Fast Track to Clients course is going to help you do, which we've thrown in as part of the book. There's some QR codes in there that you can scan to start to dive into this stuff.
Fantastic. So we're going to have some links in the comments for people to be able to purchase this book. From Jim, we're going to be having some launches happening, I know, with you and your team. But this book is, like I said, so much more than a book. You get this whole Level Up, log in to get and do this course. So it's pretty amazing. Is there anything else that you want to leave the listeners with today, other than, jump on and buy the book to level up and to get yourself the freedom and flexibility in life? But is there anything else you want to add before we leave?
Yeah, look, so Fast Track to Clients, the free training that we give, we had a client just a couple of weeks ago make $9,000 from it in 2 weeks. So please jump in. If you're not going to do it for yourself, do it for your future, your family, really, really make this thing happen. The biggest thing that I'll leave everybody with, I think, is that, what Level Up is all about is progress, not perfection. Take that leap, take that step. It doesn't matter how slow you're moving, just as long as you're moving forward, and Build, Excite, Ignite is going to help you do that a lot faster.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much for joining us, everyone. Get this amazing book. Look out for it also on all the stores, but grab a copy from Jim and get in there, level up and create your most amazing life. Thank you so much for having for joining us today on this launch of your book. So very exciting. I can't wait to hear all the results people are going to get once they buy the book and, take action and implement all of the training that you're, so generously giving.
No, happy to. And big thank you to yourself and Dean Publishing for really making this project happen. It's been fantastic to work with you.